So if you're like me and you're sitting here thinking why are all these games broken all of a sudden, you might be wondering where it all started. It was a time back in 2013 where gamers were looking out for this new concept called Levolution to make games better. But seriously, I think it started with Battlefield 4. Although it wasn't very broken for me on PC, it seems I was one of the lucky ones. For consoles, there was obviously many problems with the game, such as netcode and glitches. I feel like this was the first game being released relatively broken in recent memory, but sadly it wouldn't be the last. Now to 2014, where it seems the game industry has just said goodbye to stable releases and hello to broken games. Some of these high-profile games that flopped in 2014 were Drive Club, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Halo the Master Chief Collection. Sure, there are plenty more, but I'll stick to these main ones. So, what happened? Did QA teams suddenly become too expensive and were all fired? Well, I don't think that's actually what happened. Anyway, due to the ability to patch games day one, it seems publishers have opted to patch games after release instead of delaying a game to fix problems. For example, one of the most broken games of last year was Halo the Master Chief Collection, so some of the problems that the Halo Master Chief Collection had was multiplayer wouldn't work for pretty much everyone, matchmaking took ages, and there were bugs and issues with the single player. So it makes you wonder if they even had a QA team, or if the QA team brought up these problems to the suit, and they basically said we'll patch it in later, no one will notice. Yeah, about that. Not to mention the gaming general public is used to playing early access games that are either broken entirely or require plenty of updates. So when games come out that are broken, someone goes, they will just patch it later on, don't worry about it. If there is an unforeseen problem within the game that needs to be patched, yes, that is fine. If not, no. Like with Halo the Master Chief Collection, it seems very odd that they'd think that people wouldn't want to play online portions of their games, and considering it didn't work at all for a number of weeks. So playing online is obviously something that's important to people, especially in a Halo game, so it was such a big thing, and I feel like either they didn't have a QA team, or their QA team obviously didn't test this properly, or someone thought, we'll just patch it later, we can't afford to delay this game. So if you want to fix broken games, the question is, what can we do about these broken games? Well, I made a list. Number 1, don't pre-order games. This one is quite easy. Don't buy a game before release. Then when it's released, see videos or reviews, if you like watching those kind of things, and see if the game is broken. And if it is, don't buy it, wait until it's fixed. Number 2, speak out about broken games. So if you ignored step 1, and let's be honest, most of us will for a certain game, minus Star Wars Battlefront, anyway, speak out about it. Make a video, post on forums or anywhere talking about the game, saying it's either bad or there's problems with it. It may surprise you, but they actually look at this stuff. I made a video a while back about Ubisoft's The Next Level competition, which was some sort of esports thing, and I gave my opinions on it, and literally a day later I got a comment from their actual YouTube channel, and I was sitting there thinking, why the heck are they replying to me? But okay. So they actually do go and look at these kind of things, whether it's on their forums or on, YouTube. So do make videos and talk about it, because they do take this feedback into consideration. Not to mention it could potentially warn other buyers of avoiding this game for now, since it is in a broken state. So that's pretty much the end of this list on our side of what we can do to stop broken games being made. Quite a short list, I know, but there's even a shorter list for developers and publishers. Number 1, don't release a broken game. So this one is quite easy and very obvious. If a game has problems, issues, bugs, or anything like that, delay the game and fix the problems. I know it costs money to delay a game and other, moving marketing and all that kind of stuff, but it also costs us money to buy a broken game and go, well, I just wasted my money on a broken game, I'm just gonna have to sit here and wait until you guys can update it for us. Or you could rework the way games are released completely. So instead of knowing a year or more in advance that a certain game is coming out in a certain month, take the next Call of Duty for example, that will be coming out in November this year, and the next Assassin's Creed game that'll be coming out in probably late October. Why not have a less solid release of 2015? And still have a goal release of, say, October, but don't announce that release date until a few months beforehand. That way you'll be sure the game won't be delayed, and you can start the hype train and marketing and basically release the game without delaying it. Instead of having cases like Watch Dogs where you hype the game up, then delay it, then hype it back up again. It felt like I didn't even really want to play the game much anymore after going through all the hype. At the start, I really wanted to play that game, but by the time it came out, I was just kind of like, oh, it's out now. After seeing everything about this game, it's finally coming out. So there's a few tips on how we can stop broken games ourselves and hopefully fix them, and how developers or publishers can stop broken games and fix them.